ASMR and welcome. I'm going to be illustrating some comic strip panels for Super Cow. I did some storyboards this morning, um, and so I went ahead and put it together, and I figured out what's going on in the cartoon. So the plot of the cartoon is there's two alien nations. There's the space aliens that gave Chuck the super cow suit, and then there's the rebel space aliens that are trying to destroy the planet. So that's the plot. And then Chuck's kind of in the middle, and he's super cow. He's the do-gooder. Anyway, so it makes sense if you, like I said, like I've been telling everyone, it makes sense if you read the comic strip. So, but I finally figured out what's going on in it. So, Sheriff and Paco think that they're going to find Bill's mom in the herd that got away from the paddy wagon, but that didn't happen. Um, Mom got kidnapped by an alien, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it. It's a good one. Trust me. So, in the comic strip, Chuck. Now they think that they're trying to find Mom and that herd of cows that got away from the paddy wagon. So Chuck's got that superpower. He can tell. Uh, where Mom is. However, Mom has a force field around her that the space aliens put around her, so no one could tell where she was. And Chuck doesn't know that she's got that force field. However, when he got the suit, it came with a warning. It said, "Be careful what you wish for, because you might get it." So this is Chuck's thought. He said, "Well, I could wish to find Bill's mom." That's what I'm thinking. It makes sense, doesn't it? So he goes, "Okay, think, man." So he's thinking. He says, "You still have a wish coming." And then Lola's saying, "You better be careful. Remember that warning the suit came with. Be careful what you wish for." He says, "Yeah, I know, but I don't see another way right now." So they're flying through the air, and they finally land. And Chuck's so darn strong, he's able to carry that bus while he's flying. He's very strong. He's like Superman, except he's super cow. Okay, stay with me, guys. It gets better. Trust me. So, okay, I'm ready to make my wish. So they lit on land, and Chuck says, "Okay, I'm ready to make that wish." So he's gonna wish that they find Bill's mom. She's a space cow. Just an FYI. It makes sense to me in my pea brain mind. So anyway, that's the storyline. So the space aliens like I said, they gave Chuck the spacesuit, and they want to save the planet because they have a space center on the planet, and they breathe air. But the fish aliens are trying to melt the polar ice caps. And Bill's mom she's a space cow, and she has the ability to keep the ice caps frozen or to melt them. She's got that kind of special power because she's a space cow. I hope it makes sense. Anyways, it does. And I think if you read the comic strip, it should all make sense. It should all come together, you guys. Seriously. I reread the comic strip today just to make sure that I had my facts correct. So it all makes sense to me anyway. So anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. Hi, Priscilla. Priscilla? Nicole, thanks you guys for hanging out with me. I hope this makes sense to you. I love you guys. My cow people. Love you guys so much. Okay, so anyways, so this is Chuck thinking. I'm gonna make this picture and then this and then this and then this and then this. And I'm going to try to explain while I'm at it. But I hope you guys get I hope you guys get it. It's a comic strip that I'm making up as I go along. So that's what I do. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this session. I'm gonna get up close and personal, you guys. Here, I'm gonna get up a little bit closer. I'm adjusting my board, so I'm hoping that maybe you get a better view, you guys. So let me get this real close to you so you can see. I'm terrible bad, when it comes to making sure that you guys are getting a good view of this. So I'm hoping that this all works out for you guys. The stand is a little bit taller, so I think it should be easier for me to illustrate this. So this is Chuck, and I went ahead and I lightly penciled him. So this shouldn't take but a couple of minutes to do. So Chuck is thinking about that wish. So when he first had the suit on, the aliens were telling Tracker Cow, say, you better tell Truck the suit comes with a warning. And I'm not sure what the warning is yet. It's got to be good though. It's gonna have to be. So that's another thing I'm trying to figure out. So I don't know what kind of wording what's going to happen if Chuck makes a wish. I'm hoping the outcome is okay. I'm not sure. That's something I have to think about on doing this comic strip, you guys. I'm working on it. My little art stand is creaking. It's creaking a little bit, guys. A little bit. So this is just a close-up of good old Chuck's face. His little cow face. So I'm not going to do too much here. I'm just going to kind of try to just super cow. Okay, so now he's still flying. He's still carrying the bus with him, but he's thinking about that wish. He's like, he's a good guy. He wants to help Phil find his mom, and I think that's superhero, quality. The space aliens know that he wanted to save Phil's mom too. And what happened was when he got the suit, he was really liking the suit, and he said, "Oh, this suit is awesome." And then Lola says, "Hey, you got to remember, Bill. We have to find Bill's mom." So they're thinking that Bill's mom is still on the planet. No one ever thought to think she was a space cow, except for me. This is the kind of stuff that goes through my pea brain mind, you guys. I'm telling you. You're right. It's like people are saying, you have way too much time on your hands. And they're probably right. They probably have way too much time on my hands. I don't. You guys, I really have fun doing this for you. I do. You know what? I always wanted to be syndicated. I wanted to get my comic strips in the newspaper ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a comic strip artist and have my, have my comic strips printed in the newspaper. And that never happened because it's really, really, really hard to become syndicated. Oh, thanks. Hi, Nicole. I hope you are happy. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. You guys rock. Like I was saying, you guys, it is really hard to get your stuff in print, and then the internet came along, and so it was a lot easier to get stuff printed. And there's all kinds of websites these days with, cartoons and comic strips. I love perusing too, you guys. I love perusing the web and checking out different cartoonists' work. I love that. It's so cool to see the technique that fellow artists have. When I was living in San Diego, guys, I went to Comic-Con every year, and my favorite part about Comic-Con is the Artist Alley. I don't know if you guys have ever been, but it's a trip, you guys. Seriously, it is a trip, and I used to go every year and hang out with my cartoonist buds, and they do demonstrations about how they would draw their cartoons and stuff, and so cool, man, I'm telling you. And who did I meet? I think it was the first Comic-Con that I went to. My friends, I met some folks that were volunteers, and they were just a group of cartoonists, and they were called themselves the Toon Squad. And I said, this is kind of cool. And so I volunteered too, because I like serving. But so what we would do is we would take our stuff to like kids events, like Kids Museum, Kids Hospital. We'd go to different schools in San Diego County, and what we would do is teach kids how to draw our cartoons. And that, I'm telling you guys, that was the funnest gig, man. I'm not kidding you. It was so much fun. The kids got a kick out of it. They're drawing our cartoons, and we're teaching. Oh, it was fun. Good old days, you guys, I was actually thinking about starting maybe a cartooning class here online and teach kids how to draw cartoons. It was just a thought. I'm still thinking about it. Still thinking about it, guys. The first time I taught art, and this was back, let's see, I think this is maybe back in the 90s something. And one of my husband's, his boss's wife was a teacher, and she says, would you be interested in coming to school and teaching the kids an art lesson? And I did, and I think it was like a 5th grade class, I'm thinking is what it was. Almost positive that's what it was, a 5th grade class. They're good kids too. So this is my first art teaching job, and I loved it. Oh, it was a watercolor. It was a lesson. So I taught the kids how to use watercolors. And that's a really fun medium, you guys. I don't know. I'm almost thinking about maybe doing a watercolor session, an ASMR watercolor session. I think that would be fun. You know what I mean, Johnny? So anyway, okay, here's Chuck, and this is all I'm gonna do is just color him this because he's gonna be like this, encapsulated. So he's thinking to himself. He's going, think, man. So this be Chuck, and this be his little cute little face. But I figured, you know, make him a good guy. So in the end, in order to give this cartoon a little bit of longevity, I'm going to add, is this it? This is it. I think I'm going to have him saving animals and people. So not only is he saving animals, he's saving people too, which is a good thing. But the sheriff doesn't know that. So the sheriff is still chasing him for his bounty. Sheriff's he's got the eye on the prize, so. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is the next panel that I'm drawing, guys, this one here. So it says, so Chuck's taking these guys, they're gonna be landing pretty soon because he just now thought of that, his wish. So that's what's happening. So here's Chuck. I hope you guys can see this okay. I'm gonna do this a little bit closer, you guys, so you can see there. I hope you can see now. There. Okay. Okay, here's Chuck. There's my dog. It's not my dog, he's my neighbor's dog. He's my neighbor's puppy. Okay, so his muscles and his horns and his do-rag, his moo-rag. He's got an ear back here somewhere. And his other ear is flapping over there, so not gonna worry about that other ear right now. There's him. Okay, and then I thought I would just like this, kind of just put his little, and this is going to be a streak like that. And then this here thing is their bus. And I decided to put the rooster on top because I couldn't find enough room for the stuff. So there. And there's your bus. And there be wheels. More wheels. And his cape. And zoom, zoom, there. Okay, now, this is kind of like writing on, illustrating on rice. These images are really small, so I hope you can see what's going on, you guys. This is Jeremiah the goat. He eats everything. He's a walking trash compactor. And this is little Veal, poor baby. All he wants to do is find his mom. And this is Lola. she was the first one who met Chuck in the cartoon. Well, Chuck and Veal, that is. There. And that's my dog. He's not my dog. He's a neighborhood dog. I think his owner. I don't know. He's an emotional support dog, you guys. And I guess he helps her with anxiety and stuff like that. I don't know. That's what I hear anyway, so. And you guys, those of you who are just now clicking on, just so you know, he comes with the ASMR session. He does. He's part of the gig. Sometimes we get lucky and puppy's, inside, and sometimes he's outside. So that's what that's all about. And I just say lovey. It's all good, you guys. Now I could have filmed my session. I could have filmed my session earlier, but you never expect. This is always getting the unexpected, so I just take it with a grain of salt. Do my little drawing, tell you about the comic strip, and call it a day. It's a ticket, Cricket. He's a golden. I think he's a golden retriever, you guys. He's got a face, but he's got a very loud voice, you guys. Very loud. Like I said, I'm in the process of moving, so guys, I'm going to hopefully move into a bigger place to film. I may kind of rearrange my studio. I got a lot of art stuff too, you guys. Oh my gosh, I got a ton of art stuff, you guys. I have oils. I've got pastels. I got acrylics. I've got canvases. I have pens, markers galore. I'm telling you, I could open an art store here with all the stuff that I got, you guys. Seriously, I'm telling you, a lot of stuff, guys. Okay, Rooster. Rooster's Veal's friend. Rooster and Veal bonded, and Rooster's kind of like Veal's big brother figure. He says he can't help but love poor baby. So yeah, poor Veal, poor guy. So Veal's handicapped, you guys. He has a problem walking, and he has problems with his eyesight because he's been in a crate for a while. And I can't remember when they got him out of the crate, Veal or Chuck and Lola, but yeah, I can't remember. But they finally got him out of the crate. And you know what, I'm not gonna deal with that. His ass. before he got this suit, his super suit, you guys. His super suit was different. And so, in order to make it make sense in the comic strip, I think it was Tracker Cow Angel said, "How come your suit's different?" And Chuck goes, "Well, I just didn't like the colors." So remember, the suit, it will do whatever you think it will do. So if he wanted to change the colors on his suit, all he had to do was say, you know what, I want a different color palette on the suit. So that's how that works. That suit does anything for you. It's a space suit that the aliens gave him. Because he's supposed to save the planet. Chuck is. Or to help save the planet. Or to help rescue Phil's mom, because Phil's mom is responsible for polar ice caps being frozen. And the bad guys got kidnapped mom. So they're trying to get her to melt the polar ice caps because she has the power to do that. That's her superpower. Or her space cow power. There. Okay, this goes here. Okay. I'm just making this up as I go along, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. If anyone has any suggestions, I know. I love, you know what? I worked with folks from Brazil. I love the language Portuguese. Oh my gosh, so romantic. It's a beautiful, beautiful language. Just love it. I love it. I don't know. There's something about it. Very elegant, you know? Okay, yeah. All right, I'm gonna throw some clouds in there because they're flying, so I got to. And down here too. There, clouds. Okay, and that should be fine. I'm thinking, guys. I gotta put noses on these guys though, so they get there. One. Okay, in here. They got noses now. There. Give her some eyelashes. It's kind of like writing on rice, you guys. Seriously. I tried doing it once. It's not as easy as it looks. But these guys that worked at the zoo, they were able to write names on grains of rice, to teeny tiny grains of rice, and I'm thinking, how did that happen? Yeah, well, they did it. I don't know how, but they did. Okay, this is Chuck, and he's carrying the bus with his buddies, and they're gonna land because they're in the air because they're trying to find that herd of cows that mom was in. This was one. And or was it after? I don't know. I'm gonna have to check the card. I'm gonna have to check my notes. Oh no, they're in the air flying. I have notes here, you guys, so I'm just making sure. And so what they're gonna do next is, this is what they're gonna do next. They are going to, okay, the next visual is Lola telling Chuck, be careful what you, remember what this big guy said, be careful what you wish for. And so while I'm trying to figure out why Chuck should be careful what he wishes for. I'm going to go ahead and illustrate this. Illustrate Lola. Guys, here's Lola. Okay, so this is little Lola saying, don't, they're worried because they can't find Bill's mom because she was kidnapped and she has a force field around her that Chuck's suit can't penetrate. He's got nothing. He doesn't have any mom signals. So their next option is to wish that they're able to find Bill's mom. So that's the wish that Chuck's gonna make. So he's gonna take a leap of faith and make that wish, and then after that, I need to figure out what's gonna happen because, well, he's gonna get his wish, of course, and he's going to know where Bill's mom is because the suit's capable of doing that. But the thing is, I'm trying to figure out why he needs to be careful. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, guys. I'm glad you like. I'm glad you guys are following along and getting some of this. I was kind of worried about the plot. I was worried about the plot, but it's becoming more and more easy to figure out what's going on in the story. And I'm glad you guys are getting it. Because I haven't had anyone scratching their head and going, what? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening there? No, I'm trying to make it make sense, you guys. That's all. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. So, I hope you guys are well wherever you're residing. I don't know. I hope your weather is nice in Brazil. It was a day made in heaven here in the desert, you guys. It was outstanding. I'm telling you what, you couldn't ask for a prettier day than today here in Las Vegas. It was just gorgeous today. The kids were well behaved. They were having fun. We did some collaging today. We didn't. We did collaging the other day. We did mosaics today with paper. So the kids had fun doing that. And then that's it. Next week, we're going to, it's kind of like when I was teaching first and grade level, at the end of the school year, it was close to the last day of school, I played Fantasia, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and the Sorcerer's Apprentice and Mickey Mouse. It was a musical, and I think this was done back in the 40s, you guys, and it's always, I don't know, it's always been engaging. The kids love it. There's a lot, the animation is just phenomenal, you guys. It's, I'm telling you, to actually illustrate and make water look like water. I mean, I'm telling you guys. Very, very talented people create those comic or those cartoons. And man, you gotta, oh wow. I mean, the animation is amazing. If you ever get a chance to see it, this Sorcerer's Apprentice, you should check it out. And so we do, well, I do it every year. And I'm teaching K through 6. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate it. You're so sweet. You and your comments and your likes and your shares and your subscribes. You guys, I love you so much, you guys. You are truly appreciated, and I'm honored to do this for you. I love sharing my work with you guys. Like I said, I'm half tempted to just do a cartooning class on YouTube and maybe make videos on how to cartoon my comic strip characters. Thinking about it anyway, you know? It sure was fun doing it in San Diego. I sure had a lot of fun doing my cartoons, my comics, you know, teaching kids how to draw my cartoons. It was fun. It was a fun gig. I love doing it. Okay. All right, you guys. This is Lola, and she's concerned. She's concerned. This is Lola, and she's going to be careful. Remember, babe, what the big guy says. So this next panel is going to be the bus going zip, but I'm going to go zip, zip, zip. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, guys. I have one right here. In order to expedite these sessions, you guys, I lightly pencil the images, and then that way I don't have to do the penciling first, because Lord knows I use my eraser a lot. Sorry. I'm trying to read. You know what? Guess what, guys? That's, I don't know, I thought it was a good idea. I started the comic strip, on my blog site, and I thought, you know what, and for years and years and years, and I'm not even exaggerating, I struggled with sleeping, or lack of sleeping at night. I struggled big time, and I am telling you, it wasn't easy. But then I found ASMR. And guess what? It works. It worked for me. Well, it still works for me, because I still live by it, guys. So yeah, I still live by it. I'm not a big pill person, so any kind of alternative, I will try. And I tried ASMR, and by golly, for me, it works. I just do not like, I don't like taking pills, period. Don't like taking them, period, you guys. And I got like 3 required medications that I take in the morning. I don't even think you call them medications. It's just iron. I take iron and I take thyroid medicine. And then I take magnesium because, well, if you take iron, you know what it does to your gut. And it does all kinds of fun stuff to your digestive system. Iron does, so. Okay, so, I'm thinking for silhouette or not, and I don't think so. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. This color, and I'm gonna do silhouettes too, because if you guys know me, you know I'm lazy. I don't mean to be lazy. It's one of my character defects, guys. I try not to be lazy. I don't know. By the time I get home from school, you know, I love cartooning. And the more I do it, the more I love it. And I've been cartooning. I've been doing these sessions since January. There. And so what I'm going to do now is this. I'm just simply going to do something like this. Here we go. Okay. So this is all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to make a ground. And then I'm going to throw some dirt on that. Let's see. Let's make it look like. This is it. Okay, so this is road. You guys, you know what? I'm excited to move. I am excited to move. I think I've outgrown my little girl den, and I think it's time to find a little bit more space. So, and I don't know what to do about the sky. I think I'm going to leave this the way it is, and you know, I could go crazy and make a blue sky, but it just doesn't. I don't do me any good making that sky blue. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it something like this. I'll throw some blue over here. There. Okay, and like this. There we go. Chuck's underneath. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and upload this. I have been trying to keep up on my uploaded pictures, guys. I have been trying to. And so everything is current on my blog site, on my comics page. And I'm thinking I'm going to need to, oh no, you know what I did? I'm thinking I'm going to need to do another section on my blog site. Okay, I have 2 more comic strip panels to go, and this is one of my character defects. I forget things a lot. I forget things a lot. Not really, but I got a lot of junk up in my head. And it's like it's hard to organize my brain. So my neighborhood, guys. Okay, you gotta love my neighborhood. Okay, so what I overlooked was this was the last panel I did in the comic strip. So what was going on was they were in the bus. They were flying through the air, and they're looking for Veal's mom. And so so they're in the bus and they're looking for Veal's mom, and it's like he can't find Veal's mom because he can't think of it, where she's located. And I apologize for the dog. And it's just one of those things you can't fight City Hall, guys. And I think I should call it quits for this session. This puppy is, I don't know how long he's going to be outside. Okay, so let me try to explain what's going on. I'm going to try not to get distracted from the puppy. So they're flying in the bus, guys. And they're going, Lola's going, what now, babe? And they're still looking for Phil's mom. And let's see. We'd have to look at the comic strip, guys. All right. Hopefully that dog barks when other dogs come into the neighborhood, when the other dogs are passing by. So that's why he's barking, you guys. That's my story. And I've been lucky so far too. I've been really lucky. So thank you for putting up with my dog, you guys. I appreciate it. He's kinda noisy, but he's a dog, so that's what dogs do. They bark. And I should have. Okay. So they're in the bus. I'm going to go ahead and start illustrating. I'll tell you what's going on on the comic strip. They're in the bus, and they're trying to find Veal's mom, and there's a force field around Veal's mom, and so Chuck's going, I can't find her. So they're in the bus. Chuck can't find Mom because she's got the force field around her. So then, while he's flying the bus and his friends around, he's thinking, I got that wish. The big guy said if he has a suit on it, and if he makes a wish, the suit will work for him. And that's kind of like the conflict. So he is thinking, well, if I wish for the location of Phil's mom, my wish will come true because I'm wearing this suit. So right now, they're deciding that Chuck's going to have to make that wish in order to find Phil's mom. So that's what's happening. That is what's happening, you guys. So once they land, see, this was this comic strip, this panel was supposed to be the first panel that I was supposed to draw tonight. And I forgot. It's my character defect. And I got a few. I have a few, you guys. You know what? I just like having fun. I like cartooning, you guys. It's a good release, you know. For me, it is very relaxing. And I don't know, it gives me an opportunity to share my comics with folks. So it's like a mixed blessing almost. So yeah, I did my storyboarding today, guys. This morning, and I tried to explain what I was doing. It was a very short video, so if I explained it correctly. This comic strip should make sense if I explain this storyboard to you guys from this morning. So there. All right. So these guys. So when they land, you guys. Chuck's gonna make his wish, and that's gonna be the last panel for this episode. So when he wishes for Bill's mom, that he'll be able to locate Bill's mom. Then I gotta figure out what's gonna happen next in the next one. So he's gotta find Bill's mom. And I'm thinking they have to rescue Bill's mom eventually, but I don't want to show Bill's mom's face. So Bill's mom's a space cow. Bill's a space cow too. So that's, I gotta figure out, that's another part of the comic strip that I need to figure. How Bill's mom got to the planet and how Bill got to the planet. She has a pink belly. He has a pink belly. And so does he. And Jeremiah. So they met Jeremiah along the way. And Jeremiah helped them get past the sheriff in the paddy wagon. They were trying to find Bill's mom, and so was the sheriff. And the reason why the sheriff is trying to find Bill's mom is because Bill's mom got, when they were putting tags on cows, Bill's mom got the wrong tag put on her. And so she was put in a paddy wagon that got shipped to another processing plant. So they found out that Bill's mom was not where she was supposed to be. She was in the wrong place. So they started heading for it. Well, they knew that she was in the paddy wagon. They figured out that she was in the paddy wagon. So they're chasing the paddy wagon. They want to make sure that they save Bill's mom. So they finally figured out where she was and where she was going. But, the sheriff was going the same way, because here's sheriff's mindset, you guys. Okay, so sheriff's mindset is, if he has Phil's mom, then, and he knows that Chuck and Bill are trying to save her, or rescue her, or something like that. So sheriff figures if he has Phil's mom, then the cows will come back for Phil's mom. And so he inadvertently lost her. She's on a paddy wagon going somewhere else. So that's why he's chasing Phil's mom. And these guys were chasing Phil's mom. So they were able to, so Jeremiah ate the lot. So what happened was, if as luck would have it, and we know the space aliens are the ones that are doing all these mishaps, because they're the ones who planned to give Chuck the suit. So it wasn't just luck, it was the space aliens just doing their little space alien thing. So what happened was, the paddy wagon overheated, and so sheriff got up to the paddy wagon, and so the sheriff was parked by the paddy wagon, and he was going to retrieve Phil's mom. And so he got out of his car to help the guy out with the paddy wagon, because it had overheated. So while they were outside trying to fix the paddy wagon because it was overheated, Lola told Jeremiah, hey, go eat a tire from the sheriff's car, and go eat one from the paddy wagon. And while you're at it, go eat the lock to the paddy wagon, so the cows will get out, and that will create a distraction. And it did, because the cows got out and it was a stampede. And they ran over the sheriff. So it was a pretty good deterrent as far as that goes. And if you read the comic strip, you'll get it. Seriously. I think it makes sense, you guys. I hope you guys are having a great night. I know I am. You guys, you know what? Whenever I'm cartooning, I have so many things on my mind lately. Gotta move, and school's almost over, and just a lot of things, different things. And it's like, and you know what? It's very stressful. Just, the end of the school year is very stressful. For me, it is anyway. But you know what? Once I start cartooning, you guys, it's kind of like, oh well, it's all good. I gotta give him a nose. There. Okay, so. Do this like this, so that you know that they're in the bus. They be in the bus. Just like this. All right. There. Okay. All right. All right, now I want to give it a gray background. Let's see here. Let me see. super awesome dual tip markers, you guys. But I don't know if I really want to use them or not. I don't think so yet. I think I'm going to wait and try to think of what color I want to add to this seat. I don't know what I'm thinking. I want to add like a gray or something like that. So, guys, I think that's it. That's it almost, guys. Shucks. Okay, so this is before I hang this up. Okay, this was it. So the storyboard and comics. So there's one more here, and I'm gonna go ahead and illustrate this last comic strip panel. And they're out of the truck. They landed, and now Chuck's going to make his wish, and then and Lola, she looks a little bit nervous. So, like I said, I'm not sure what's going to happen after he makes his wish, but for sure he's going to find Bill's mom. He's going to pinpoint where Bill's mom is after he makes the wish. Because the suit enables him to do. But I'm not sure what is going to happen to those guys after he makes his wish. Something's got to happen, but I'm not sure what. I'm really not sure what's going to happen. He's going to find Bill's mom. It's just the rescuing. It's just the rescuing part. I'm thinking about how he's going to rescue her. He's going to find after he makes his wish. He will know exactly where Bill's mom is. So they thought she was still on the planet. They thought she was somewhere around. They never realized that she was kidnapped by space aliens. And she was in a spaceship. So here's his moo rag. He doesn't have a do rag. He has a moo rag. My girlfriend has a microphone for me, and so I'm poised to start using a microphone. So that's what I plan on doing soon, eventually. These characters too are subject to change, I'm thinking. Because I definitely want to do a comic book. I have enough comic strip panels that I could probably put this thing together and make a comic book out of it. I really, what I'd really love to do is make an animated version of this. My degree's in animation. My college degree's in animation. So I know a little bit about Maya and doing stuff like that. But there's so many applications out there these days, you guys, with animating things. I have an app called Procreate, and that's kind of fun. So I use use that every once in a while. But I'm not, skilled at doing that application. Because I just haven't had a chance to dabble with the technology. But I'm pretty sure that I have Chuck. Okay, here's my characters. I have Chuck and Lola. I have Rooster, and I have Veal, and I have Jeremiah. So 1, 2, 3. So, and then I have Tracker Cow Angel. And Tracker Cow Angel used to be the Tracker Cow. He was the cow that the sheriff got to find Veal and Chuck in the beginning. And what happened was the sheriff didn't turn the tracker that was attached to the cow on. So Tracker Cow got away. So he became, and he was pretty good. He was good at sniffing things out. So he joined their crowd. So he was alive and well in the beginning, but then the sheriff made a pit because he was hoping to catch Chuck in the pit that he made, but unfortunately Tracker Cow was doing some recon and he accidentally fell in the pit, so he got processed. So now he's Tracker Cow Angel. He's still around. He's just Tracker Cow Angel. No. So he's still around. In fact, he's a big part of what's going on with the aliens and things too. The aliens are using Tracker Cow as a transmitter. So they're talking to the Tracker Cow, and Tracker Cow's able to talk to Chuck and Lola and those guys and let them know what the big guys, or what the alien. Okay, this is my dilemma. There's 2 aliens, Frank and Herb, and they're transmitting their conversation to Tracker Cow, and Tracker Cow is transmitting it to Chuck. So they're talking to the Tracker Cow and the Tracker Cow Angel they're talking to, and he's pretty much transmitting what their conversation is. If that makes any sense at all. They're the ones who told Tracker Cow, hey, you gotta tell Chuck he's gotta pick up this package. So, and I'm referring to them as the big guy. Since Tracker Cow's an angel, I figured we could call him the big guy, the boss. And if anyone's ever seen Highway to Heaven with Michael Landon, they called God the boss. So I just called him the big guy. That's what I call them. That's what I refer to them as, the big guy. And so is Tracker Cow Angel. So there's actually 2 aliens, and that's my dilemma. Should I call them the big guys or the big guy? I don't know. Right now, we're just calling him the big guy. Chuck's under the impression that he's talking to one person, or one, whatever you want to call it. You know what you call it. Okay, this is that. Okay, so he's getting done. Lickety split. You haven't had too many puppies talking. That's okay. Easy fix, guys. Let's see. That's what I'm gonna do. There. Easy. It's a cartoon, you guys. Thank you. Thank you for that sweet compliment. I'm hoping it makes sense to you guys. It's just I'm having so much fun doing this comic strip, you guys. I'm telling you, I am having a blast doing this. And the fun part about doing this is it's not scripted. I'm just making it up as I go along. That's the fun part about cartooning this. It's like no rhyme, no reason, just, oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, let's do it this way. And I was inspired by, I think it's Cece. She was one of my audience. I think she still is. She's one of my audience members, and she told me, why don't you make a cow superhero? And it's like, why not? Why not? And I did. And the more I thought about it, it's just really, it's coming together. It's like, wow, this is really coming together. Just the plot, the characters, and just the plot is actually what I was worried about, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. All right, so he says, I'm ready to make my wish, and Lola's going, oh wow, here we go. So Lola's all worried. She doesn't know what's going to happen because they warned him already, guys, about the wish. So she's all what? She's good. It can't be that bad though. I've got to come up with another part of the comic strip as to what Lola's mom is, the role that Lola's, not Lola, but Beale's mom is playing. So I know that Beale's mom has control of the polar ice caps. She has kind of like that kind of superpower, space power, I guess is what you call it. And so she could melt the polar ice caps if she wanted to, but she's not going to because to be determined. She's not. Oh well. Making it up as I go, guys. So she doesn't want to melt the polar ice because she's a good cow. Plain and simple. She doesn't want to destroy the earth. That's all I got. That's all I got for now. So, there's got to be a reason, though, why she's... Well, no. I'm thinking she's on the planet for a reason. And I'm not sure how she got to the planet, but she's a space cow. So is Veal. So this is my thought. So she might belong to the space aliens. There you go. She belongs to the space aliens. And they had possession of her. I don't know how she got on the planet Earth though. But let's say that she belongs to the space aliens and she belongs to them because of her superpowers. She's in control of this polar ice caps. And so that's why they have her, because she regulates the polar ice caps, I guess. And so then, as long as she's in charge of keeping those polar ice caps frozen, then the planet Earth will be fine. But then the rebel space aliens, the fish people, want to melt the polar ice caps because they're running out of water on their planet. So that's the story, guys. That's the story. But they kidnapped his mom. But she's got a force field, and so that force field protects her too. So they can't get to her because she has a force field. So they're trying to figure out how to unlock mom's force field so that they can melt the polar ice caps. Or something like that. They're really trying to flood the planet out. Those fish people are. Because they're running out of water on their planet. So there. I don't think that makes sense to you guys. Okay. Here's a little glimpse. Okay. Okay, he's going to, okay, I'm ready to make my wish now. So that is it, guys. That's it. Now all I have to do is figure out, after he makes his wish, he's telling Lola, okay, I'm ready to make my wish now. So the next episode that I'm going to be illustrating is Chuck making his wish, and then finding Mom, or locating her, so he'll know that she's on the spaceship. So that's a couple of panels right there, and then we're gonna figure out a way. Okay, so he's a superhero, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way for him to get on that spaceship. So it's
he's got to use that space suit to help him get on the spaceship
and rescue Vale's mom. So this is something I get to think about between now and tomorrow. So this is me done, guys. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I do. I'm having a good time putting this together. So all I'm going to do now is upload these panels to my blog site and throw some dialogue in there and clean up these pictures a little bit and call it a day with you. So I hope you guys are enjoying your life experience here on the planet. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. There's some other stuff on my blog site too. There's a couple of editorials. There's also a page. It's called Lean, Lean, and it's an organization. It's a nonprofit, and these folks, they take care of horses and farm animals, mainly horses who have, grown old and are unable to, serve their owners, I suppose, or outgrow their usefulness as far as being able to ride them. So this place, they take them in and they make sure that they spend their twilight years comfortable. So one of those pages on my blog site. So anyways, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Like I said, I'm gonna upload these and say good night to you guys. Thank you so much. I love you to death. You guys are the bomb, and I do appreciate the love and the good energy you're sending my way. So you all take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, and I'll catch you on my next video. Take care, guys, and thanks again. Namaste.